as a small medium enterprise or a small medium business owner, you need to understand that one way or the other, people will definitely owe you. It may not be a first timer, it could be a client that you have been used to, a regular client or customer that has been patronizing your goods or your services, and one way or the other pays half of the money, or like in routine practice where you give out a particular product or you render a particular service and say, okay, you will pay back, and person doesn't, and then it keeps becoming an issue, and it goes on and on from one customer to the other. So as a small and medium business owner, you need to actually map out a strategy for you to recover monies owed to you. And the thing is, the strategies doesn't have to be mapped out when somebody has started owing you, or some people that are already owing you. The best time to ever map out the strategy is even before you start a business, or even before the issues start coming up. Because when you have a strategy and you have a structure or a method of handling a particular thing in your business, that structure will help you to try to minimize the risk of that thing happening. And when it happens within the minimal risk, you already have a laid down procedure or protocol or strategy on how to handle it. So my advice to you as a small medium business owner is for you to learn the strategy on how to recover debts owed to you. I'll give an example. I have a retainer with a gynecologist, and at one time I had to go and see them. The gynecologist, not being a specialist in that particular aspect, had to invite another colleague who is an expert in that particular field to further advise me and to convince me for one or two medical setup. By the time I was done, I came out and the cashier came with an invoice, a bill for me to pay, and I was like, okay, I have a retainer and I know I am to pay for one or two things. However, I should have been informed ahead that, okay, because I thought I had paid for it, but they said because they had to call another specialist to discuss with me that particular day, I needed to pay for that extra specialist for coming. And this was something I got to know after the meeting. I wasn't informed. So obviously the staff didn't do well to actually inform me ahead of time. I was like, no, I cannot pay. And even if I have to pay, people cannot say I must pay now because I did not plan for it. So long story short, the lady had to beg me to say, oh, her salary is going to be at stake. It's not like I couldn't leave, but it was going to affect her salary on one hand, and then I was going to pay at my convenience at any time I had the extra cash to pay, you get. So that already is an issue. By the way, I paid before I left there. I just had to pity the young lady. But I'm talking about a situation where you do not have understandable people. You have people that will say, no, I didn't know. And then you will have one of that kind of person. You will have 5 of that kind of person. You have 10 of that kind of person. You have 15, 20, and all of that. So if you do not have a strategy on ground on how to deal with situations like this, or worse situations like the one that I've given to you, then you will just discover that you will keep getting promises of I will pay, I will pay, I will pay. And then the tiny line is, how do you manage debt issues with customers or with clients that you do not pursue them away? It doesn't now become a problem. It doesn't become a fight. It doesn't become a quarrel, or it doesn't become a thing of argument between you, your staff, and the customer or the clients involved. That is why I want to invite you to sign up for debt recovery techniques for small, micro, and medium companies. This will teach you how to manage your debt issues to avoid clashes with your customers and your business running down. Hi, my name is Precious Toju, aka the Structure Lady. I am a business recovery lawyer and a credit analyst, and I will be one of your coach doing the debt recovery technique masterclass for small, micro, and medium enterprises. This course is powered by the Lee School of Business Recovery. You can access the course from www.schoolofbusinessrecovery.com. Click the link beneath this video to register to take the course. I will see you on the inside. Bye.